I ain't a winner. Pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point.
For over a decade, SEGA has ignored one of their most beloved franchises and has now decided to bring it back, but with two caveats: as a battle royale and with NFTs. In 26 years, I have played many games, but nothing has touched that sweet spot of nostalgia and greatness without having rose-tinted glasses like Jet Set Radio. It's one of the few games I can look back at and play and not be annoyed with how old it is, and still enjoy playing every second of it. So in today's video, I want to look at when the series started, what made the games great, the games that have tried to replicate the formula and have failed, and there's one game that I'm gonna tell you at the end of this video that could potentially scratch that Jet Set Radio itch that fans like me have been waiting for a very long time. It's Christmas 2002 and I'm waking up Christmas Day and I'm looking under the Christmas tree and I see a present that's big and I don't know what it is, but I'm curious. And then I go to get that present and I open it up and I see that's the brand new Xbox, and then alongside it, it comes with a brand new game, and it's the Jet Set Radio / SEGA GT 2002 combo disc. Whew, what a present. Before I got the Xbox, I only really had a Nintendo 64 and, if I recall correctly, a Game Boy. So getting an Xbox was kind of like a big deal to me. This was like uncharted territory for me at the time. To this day, I've played many games on Xbox and I've enjoyed a lot of them, but there's something special about the GT's Jet Set Radio package. I don't know if it's the lobby music in SEGA GT. I don't know if it was just the fact that it came bundled with one of my favorite games. It had a lasting impression on me. Every time I mention Jet Set Radio, I always have to mention SEGA GT for some reason, despite it not even having really anything to do with this game besides being packaged with it. So you might be wondering, what is Jet Set Radio, Jet Set Radio Future? What am I rambling on? Jet Set Radio was released in Japan on June 29, 2000, and in North America, October 31st as Jet Grind Radio due to trademark problems for the Jet Set portion in the United States. Originally, Jet Set Radio was released on the Dreamcast by SEGA with a release for the Game Boy Advance later on in 2003. And then following that, we have Jet Set Radio Future, which was released February 2002 on Xbox, which to this day has not been re-released, remastered, or anything at all actually. But Jet Set Radio got re-released somehow. SEGA, why? Why you do this to me? So when you ask a fan what makes Jet Set Radio great, the answer goes to a lot of reasons. There's so many different factors that make the series great. But for me, it's the soundtrack. And I'm gonna butcher his name and I deeply apologize, so I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and I'm just gonna read it the way I see it. It is produced by Hideki Naganuma. Probably said that wrong, but hey, I at least tried and at least I had it written out. The soundtracks for these games are so memorable, and it's to this day, I have it in my Spotify playlists over there. I play the music all the time. Concept of Love, Sneak Man, Fly Like a Butterfly, Funky Dealer. Oh, there's so many greats throughout this whole soundtrack that I enjoy the gameplay a lot, but the music is just what brings it all together. It crafts this whole experience. Without the music, the series would probably be forgettable to me, because while I do enjoy the gameplay and I love it a lot, the music has just captivated me. It's the first thing you hear when you start up the game and you hear Concept of Love start playing and you're just like, whoa, what's going on here? Imagine your first time experiencing that. It just gravitates to you. With the game starting off with the loading screen, you hear the little radio surf type noise, and then you move into the Concept of Love, start playing with the opening of the whole world. It's like, oh, chef's kiss, beautiful masterpiece. And then we got the visual style, still holds up to this day, super distinct. Now, what's a game if I don't talk about the gameplay briefly? I've never been big into skateboarding, rollerblading, ice rink skating, none of it. I could care less for. Jet Set Radio makes me want to do it. Hop on some rollerblades on my feet, knowing that I'm gonna just fall down the second I even start to go. True story, I went ice skating like, what, 8 years ago? I fell down. I couldn't even really move. I kind of fell. I had to hold like the side of the wall. Point is, I'm not an ice skater or a skater at all. An experience with Jet Set just makes you want to actually be one. When you're grinding on the rails, you're doing the graffiti tagging, the little combo backflips, building up your combo meter, seeing how many times can you just spin around. I don't know, it's gravitating. It honestly just feels like one of the few games where like there is no rose-tinted glasses. There isn't this false image in my mind of how the game used to be so great back then, but then you fast forward to now and it's actually actually unfun to play and it aged horribly, I can still play this game today and still have fun. I can play Jet Set Radio, the original one, with as much jank as it has on it. I can play it. It's kind of annoying at times, but I can play it. It feels like a game that was really ahead of its time. Well, future at least. The original Jet Set Radio, that game is something else. And to my surprise, there's actually a speedrunning scene for this game. It's not like your Dark Soul runs or your SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom runs. It's nothing like those, but there is a scene for it, and it's actually pretty good. So looking at the game on speedrun.com, there's 77 speedruns, which is honestly a lot more than I would ever expect. So the top person being from Canada, Yo MSA, finished the game in 1 hour, 31 minutes, and 55 seconds. I know I'm never gonna be able to beat the game at that point. I actually kind of want to speedrun the game. I'm not gonna lie. I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to finish it in a fast amount of time, but I kind of want to get my name on that leaderboard just for the fact of how much I love the game. At number 77, we have Insomniac. Insomniac. I said that name so wrong. At 23 hours, 9 minutes, and 44 seconds. If I can't beat that, I can be below that, but I'll still be on this leaderboard. Bet your ass I'm going to be on there. But it just shows you there is a community for this game. And it leads me into the next part, which is why hasn't there been another Jet Set Radio? Why is Sega taking so long? Why haven't they remastered Future or re-released it or done anything with the series in over a decade? It's like throwing money away. I guarantee the game would still do good in today's market. You got EA now releasing Skate 4. You got EA doing that, then I'm sure you can, make some time for Jet Set Radio. So to fill that gap, other creators, which I don't even know why I say creators, it's more like creator, has tried to fill the gap with their kind of like spiritual successor of Jet Set Radio. We've had things such as Lethal League Blaze and a game called Hover. They're all right games. I don't really dislike them, but they're not really Jet Set Radio. They capture the art aesthetic pretty well. I like the visual style. They got Hideki to come on as the music composer, which is all good things, but it's not the full package. Jet Set Radio is one of those things where you can't have one of the missing pieces. You have to have them all there. It's like the Millennium Puzzle. You have to have all pieces for it to actually work. All these games always miss that one piece. Like they might get the music right and they might get the visual art style right, but then the gameplay is totally off whack. It's straight different. It doesn't even capture it. It's like you have two side pieces. You have like the entrees, but you don't have the actual main dish. You feel kind of like underwhelmed because you came for the actual meal itself, but instead you're getting the sides. You're getting the mashed potatoes and the gravy, but you want the steak. That's what you really want. And then when you pair the steak and the mashed potatoes and gravy and green beans, you put it all together, and then you get like this great package of god tier food. But these games aren't that. So at the beginning of the video, I mentioned Sega's looking to bring back the series, which I should be happy. I should be jumping up and down. I'm finally potentially gonna get the chance to have a new Jet Set Radio come out. But if it's gonna have NFTs and it's gonna have a battle pass or battle royale, I don't want it. On top of that, Hideki himself believes that he's not even gonna be able to come back on the series. He thinks that Sega won't bring him back ever for the series, which blows my mind because he's an integral part of the series. When you ask people about Jet Set Radio, one of the things they always mention is the music. How are you gonna do the series without the main guy himself when he clearly is still alive, he is available, and he would be more than willing to actually make music for the series again? He's done it in numerous tweets before. So when you mix NFTs, a battle royale, and then not even have the main music composer back, your game is set up for failure right there. It was already a failure just with the idea of implementing NFTs. No matter how you implement them, that's a stain. If you've been following NFTs at all, you know that's a ripoff and there's nothing to gain or benefit from it, and all it is legitimately a scam. And then with battle royales, that trend is pretty much done. This isn't 2017, 2018, where we just had PUBG come out and then Fortnite just dropped down into the zone and you didn't have many other competitors. I don't see why Jet Set needs to be a battle royale or what you can include that would make it fun. What, 100 skaters all tagging the same thing or trying to tag something before somebody else? I don't see it working, and I don't see why they would even consider that idea. It sounds awful. It's baffling to me that first Sega took so long to even consider bringing the games back, and then when they do decide to bring it back, they're like, all right, let's see what bad things we can include, and then justify why this game shouldn't even be made, because there's still a possibility it can be canceled. It's been noted in the Bloomberg report that it's still up for grabs if it wants to be canceled, and I mean, with the way NFTs are going, it could be canceled, and you know what, it might be for the best. I don't think any diehard fan who still actually cares about the series wants to see NFTs in their project, let alone see it turn into a battle royale of all things. I would rather it just stay in the grave, then be resurrected and turned into some quick cash grab that's gonna have no soul, no creator, and just be pretty much a cash grab of all things. But you know, there is one silver lining. There is one game that might take the world by storm and has captured my interest so much. I am talking about Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Oh, the first game in I don't know how long that's captured what fans like me have been waiting for. In over 10 years, nothing has been able to finally do it until now. I'm still cautiously optimistic, don't get me wrong, but everything that they have shown so far is looking to be truly what I've been waiting for. It is not the spiritual successor like Back 4 Blood was for Left 4 Dead. That was awful. That was garbage. We're not even going to talk about that. But Cyberpunk definitely has hit so many things already right. It has the aesthetics down. It has the music down. They got Hideki on there. Do I even need to say more? They got the gameplay right. It feels like what a sequel of Jet Set Radio would look like in today's society. It looks like what fans have been waiting for such a long time. I am just excited for it. I really hope that this ages like wine and that the game ends up being something truly special and what fans have waited for such a long time. I feel I'm going to be extremely happy with the end product, and my inner child in me is going to be so happy just clamoring to play the game. The second I saw the trailer, went straight to my wish list. As for Sega's NFT Battle Royale garbage, I'll be honest, I think it's going to fail if they end up going through with the NFTs and Battle Royale for Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio. More than likely, they're both going to be flops. They're going to wonder, all right, I guess people really don't want more in the game series. They're going to point. I hate when game companies do that. They make the most baffling decisions ever, and then they point to you and be like, oh, I guess fans don't really want sequels. They don't really want this game, even though they pretty much just shot themselves in the foot. It's like the guy on the bike and then he puts a stick in, then he falls down and he gets upset. You did it to yourself. Like, why? Like, game companies like to keep pivoting this whole like statement saying that I guess gamers don't want this, but then they have NFTs, microtransactions, battle passes. They have like all these outrageous things put into a game that's single player, or it was originally single player and then they try to turn it into a multiplayer game, and they have all these baffling decisions, and then they're like, I don't know why the fans aren't liking this. It's great decisions. I guess they don't want the game. I'm at a loss for words. It's stupid. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like, subscribe button. It helps out this channel greatly. Allows this video to be pushed out to the algorithm. If you want to know why I hate NFTs and why I think they're garbage, I got a video right here you can check out, and it will explain my whole disdain taste for them and why I think they're garbage. Other than that, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot to me. You can follow me on Instagram at Wasabi Blues. It's where I'm most active. You want to say hi, what's up, or you want to give me video ideas, I would appreciate it and I would love it a lot. Again, have a great day, and yeah,